Joe Hughes on Ballarabon in the bottom of a creek, waterway, and I want to talk about the methodology the government's using and how it's flawed. The human-induced reforestation, or anything along those lines. These are white cypress pine trees, and there are millions in here. More than that, 15 years ago they were all alive. There's the only one that I can find in this creek that's alive, that pine tree. And there's plenty of there's big old mulga trees here. And of course, box, there's grey box and red box all the way through here. Now, when I say the methodology is flawed, because all of this that grew en masse, anything that germinates en masse dies en masse, is a perfect example of it. The government's willing to pay multi-millions of dollars to grow this, or attempt to grow this, and this is the whole thing, is about this attempt to pay money to try and generate that growth, when fellas like myself with clearing licenses after 2010 could go and pull this type of timber down, all of these big trees in here that have survived countless decades of drought, and we can just go along with one big bulldozer either side and chain the lot down. And yet this is just packed full of carbon. This is why I think, personally, someone needs to just arrange this date, change this date. Sure, there might be people out here that had no intention of clearing, but I'm certainly not one of them. I know quite a few other cockies are chaining this down today, every day. And all that carbon's going back into the atmosphere, so the government can pay for this. One pine tree out of millions. I mean, government hasn't paid for this, and they're going to pay for dead trees, but they're going to try and pay for exactly the same result. So short lifespan. You got to look at this stuff, the stuff that we're pulling down.